4-leaf clover shoulder bag. The other corner is also completed now. Now, working into the last hole. We shouldn't crochet 3 single crochet stitches into the last 3 holes, right? For the very last hole, we are going to decrease 1 stitch. Or, you could increase 1 stitch there instead. Because when we crochet the main pattern for the bag body, we need an odd number of stitches. Our total starting stitch count is 138 stitches. If it's an even number. If we start with an even number of stitches, there will be a visible seam at the join when crocheting the bag body. Therefore, we can either decrease 1 stitch or increase 1 stitch in the last stitch. The goal is to have an odd number. Decreasing 1 stitch gives 137 stitches. Increasing 1 stitch gives 139 stitches. I will decrease 1 stitch here. After decreasing 1 stitch, we will have a total of 137 stitches. After making the decrease, for this last stitch, we pull the yarn to create a longer loop. Next, we will work the slip stitches for this round. Look at where we started the round. There's a yarn tail here, right? Now, let's start working the slip stitches for this round. See how it's done? Notice the yarn tail is coming out from this hole. We insert the hook into the next hole. Insert the hook into the next hole. And pull the yarn through. Like this, pull the yarn through with the hook. After pulling it through, insert the hook into the next hole. If the yarn tail is short, pull it a bit longer, so you can reach the next hole to insert the hook. Hook the yarn from the back. Pull it through. The bag base is a bit large, so it's bending a little. Then pull it through the loop on the hook to make a slip stitch. Insert hook, pull yarn through, then pull through the loop on the hook. Insert hook into the next hole, pull yarn through, and make another slip stitch. Continue like this, working 1 slip stitch into each stitch around. This will make the bag base firmer and denser. Pull yarn through. Make slip stitch. Insert hook, pull yarn through, make slip stitch. Again, insert hook, pull yarn through. Then pull through the loop on the hook to make a slip stitch. Continue to the next stitch. Continue working in the same manner. Work slip stitches all the way around. Work all the way around until you reach the starting point. Work up to the join. Finish this round of slip stitches. We've reached the last hole. Continue, insert hook, insert hook. Hook the yarn from the back and pull through. Make 1 slip stitch. Pull through the loop on the hook. After pulling through, we can cut the yarn at this point. Cut the yarn. Discard the extra short tail. Okay. Pull the yarn tail out. Then thread it onto a tapestry needle. We'll weave in this yarn end. Look, we have this yarn tail. We'll pass it through the top loops of the first chain stitch where we started. Pass horizontally under both top loops of the chain stitch. And pull it through. After pulling through, insert the needle back into the hole where the yarn came out, the last stitch. And push it through to the back. Push it through to the back. Through to the back. Gently pull it snug. This creates a seamless join on the front of the bag base. A neat way to hide the yarn end. Weave in the end on the back side like this. What about this yarn tail? We'll weave it in on the back. Weave under some stitches, hiding it beneath the existing stitches. Weave it under the stitches again. Weave it a few times. And weave it under once more. Weave it several times for security. That should be enough. Then, cut the yarn here, leaving a small tail. We can lightly melt the end with a lighter. Leave this tail a bit longer. Attach to our bag base. Now, the foundation chain and this round of slip stitches are complete. Next, we start the second round. We have 137 stitches at the join, right? We crocheted 1 less stitch in the last hole, totaling 137 stitches. Now, let's start the second round. How do we crochet the second round? For the second round, we will crochet 1 round of single crochet stitches. Okay. Remove the stitch marker. Remove the stitch marker. Insert hook into the marked stitch. Insert hook. Catching only the front loop. Catching the front loop. And also the back bump. Pull yarn through with hook. First, make a slip stitch. After making the slip stitch, chain 1. Then, insert hook back into the same slip stitch, still catching both loops. Pull yarn through, and complete one single crochet stitch. This is the first single crochet stitch of the second round. Place a stitch marker here. Next, work into the second chain stitch. Catch the front loop and the back bump. Pull yarn through and make a single crochet stitch. Continue to the next stitch, catch the front loop and the back bump. For the second round, we work one single crochet stitch into each foundation stitch, catching the front loop and the back bump. Like this, pull yarn through and make a single crochet stitch. Continue, catching the front loop and the back bump. Work the entire round this way, catching the back bump and the front loop. Pull yarn through and make single crochet stitch. Continue working this way for the entire round. Work one single crochet stitch into each stitch, catching the back bump and the front loop. Insert hook. Catch the front loop and the back bump. Crochet with a slightly loose tension. Work the entire round this way. Crochet all 137 stitches like this. Work all the way around. Complete this round. We have finished the first round of single crochet stitches for the base. We worked into the front loop and the back bump. Now, for the second round, we'll crochet another round of single crochet stitches. Remove the stitch marker. For this second round of single crochet, we will work normal single crochet stitches into the full top loops. Insert hook into the first stitch. First, make a slip stitch to join. Pull yarn through. Pull through the loop on the hook. Pull it snug to make the chain small, minimizing the seam. After the slip stitch, chain 1. Then, insert hook back into the first single crochet stitch. Pull yarn through, and make one single crochet stitch. This is our first single crochet stitch for round 2. Place a stitch marker here. We will crochet one more full round of normal single crochet stitches. Work into both top loops of the single crochet stitches from the previous round. Make one single crochet stitch in each. Insert hook again. Pull yarn through, make single crochet. Continue to next stitch. Pull yarn through, make single crochet. This is how we work the second round of single crochet. Work one single crochet into each stitch. After finishing the second round of single crochet, we still have 137 stitches. Work the second round of single crochet stitches yourself. Work one single crochet stitch into each stitch. I won't demonstrate further. Continue in the same way, and complete the entire second round of single crochet stitches. We've reached the last stitch of the second round. Now, we start setting up the pattern for round 3. Remove the stitch marker. For the pattern setup round, we start directly with a single crochet stitch at the join, no slip stitch chain. Make one single crochet stitch here. This is our first stitch. Place a stitch marker in this first stitch. This is the first stitch for the pattern round. Where do we work the second stitch? We work the second single crochet stitch into the base of the stitch below. The first stitch was worked into the top loops, right? For the second stitch, we make an elongated single crochet, inserting the hook into the base of the second stitch. Insert hook at the base. Pull yarn through. Pull up the loop slightly taller, yarn over, and pull through both loops on the hook. This is an elongated single crochet stitch. For the third stitch, work into the top loops of the third chain stitch. Pull yarn through, make a normal single crochet stitch. For the fourth stitch, insert hook into the base of the fourth stitch below. Insert hook, pull yarn through. Pull up the loop slightly taller, yarn over, pull through both loops. This is an elongated single crochet stitch. Fifth stitch, normal single crochet into the top loops. Catch both top loops. Sixth stitch, again, insert hook into the base of the sixth stitch below. Insert at its base. Pull yarn through. Pull loop slightly taller, yarn over, pull through both loops. This is our first pattern setup round. One normal single crochet stitch, followed by one elongated single crochet stitch. Insert hook into the base of the next stitch for the elongated stitch. Pull loop taller, yarn over, pull through both loops. This is the pattern for our second row. First stitch, normal single crochet. Second stitch, elongated single crochet. Insert it into the base of the second stitch. Third stitch, normal single crochet. Fourth stitch, elongated single crochet into the stitch base. Fifth stitch, normal single crochet. Sixth stitch, elongated single crochet. Continue alternating in this manner. 1 normal single crochet. 1 elongated single crochet. 1 normal single crochet. 1 elongated single crochet. Work the entire round this way. Complete this round. After finishing the first pattern setup round, we start round 2. The first round was 1 normal single crochet. 1 elongated single crochet. 1 normal, 1 elongated. For this second pattern round, we will alternate differently. Above a normal stitch, we will work an elongated single crochet. Above an elongated stitch, we will work a normal single crochet. Let's see, remove the stitch marker. The first stitch of round 1 was a normal single crochet, right? Insert hook into the base of this normal stitch below. Insert hook, pull yarn through. Pull loop slightly taller, yarn over, pull through both loops. Place a stitch marker here. This is the first stitch of round 2. The second stitch from round 1 was an elongated single crochet. Insert hook into the top loops of that elongated stitch. Pull yarn through, and make a normal single crochet stitch. Next stitch was a normal single crochet. Insert hook into its base. And make an elongated single crochet stitch. Next stitch was an elongated single crochet. Insert hook into its top loops. And make a normal single crochet stitch. We are alternating opposite to the previous round. Look. Insert hook into the base below a normal stitch, pull yarn through. Make an elongated single crochet. Pull through both loops. Then, above an elongated stitch, make a normal single crochet. Elongated single crochet stitch. Normal single crochet stitch. For round 2, we offset the pattern. The stitches are worked offset. Continue this way. Work an elongated single crochet above a normal stitch. Above an elongated stitch, work a normal single crochet. Follow this pattern for round 2. We've reached the end of round 2. Notice the piece flares outward after round 2, this is normal. After a few more rounds, the fabric will start to draw in. After round 2, start round 3. Subsequent rounds repeat the pattern. Round 3 repeats the pattern of round 1. Remove the stitch marker. The marked stitch from round 2 was an elongated single crochet. Start round 3 with a normal single crochet stitch into its top loops. Remove the stitch marker. Insert hook, pull yarn through. Make a normal single crochet stitch. Place a stitch marker, this is the first stitch of round 3. After the normal single crochet stitch, the next stitch gets an elongated single crochet. Above an elongated stitch, we work a normal single crochet. Above a normal stitch, work an elongated single crochet. Above an elongated stitch, work a normal single crochet. Yarn over, pull through. Crochet with a relaxed tension. Not too tight. Continue, elongated single crochet. Continue this pattern for all rounds. No increases or decreases are needed for the bag body. Simply continue this pattern. Crochet to the desired height. How many rounds? Count the rows of elongated stitches. 1, 2, 3. Count the elongated stitch rows. Crochet 12 to 14 rows. If you have more yarn, crochet 14 rows. If yarn is limited, crochet 12 rows. After reaching the desired height, we will teach the 4-leaf clover pattern for the bag body. 10, 12, or 14 rounds are all options, choose based on your preference. I usually crochet about 12 rounds. Then we'll teach the flower pattern. Complete the remaining rounds yourself. We are currently on round 3. Crochet approximately